Let's get this party started. Just like most things in my life, for the longest time, I said I would never collect 7-inch records. Just like I said I would never collect vinyl records. Just like I said I would never pierce my nose. Just like I said I would never wear contacts. A lot of the times I'll say, oh, I would never do that. Then you flash forward a few years and here we are. I have a small but mighty 7-inch record collection, and I wanted to share them with you guys today while we sleeve them because protecting records is important, and I sleeve all of my 12-inch records. I should do the same for these. I ordered my inner and outer sleeves from Big Fudge Vinyl. I chose this company specifically because they had great reviews for specifically the 7-inch record sleeves, and because they had the option to get a pack of 25. Most of the other ones I saw, including the 12-inch ones that I get from Invest in Vinyl for the rest of my collection, only come in either 50 or 100. And I just do not have that many 7-inch records in my collection, and I don't see this collection growing much bigger than it is right now. So 25 was perfect. I feel like the reason why I told myself I would never get any 7-inch records is because the vast majority of the time when an artist or band releases a 7-inch record, it's for a single that's going to be on their upcoming album. Like I know it's for sales. I have at least some inkling of how the music industry works with the charts and sales and all of that stuff. So I do understand why they make it. It's just as a collector, I'm like, well, why would I buy the Drop Dead 7-inch record, which beautiful song. I'm filming this the day before You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love comes out. I can't wait for the rest of the album. But why would I buy this 7-inch record when I know that in a few months the entire album is going to be out and I can just buy that vinyl record and have Drop Dead as well as the 12 other songs on the album, especially when the single we know is going towards an upcoming album, because I feel like how it used to be was single, maybe another single, then album announcement. Now it's album announcement and then one or two singles afterwards. So I already know I'm going to be able to get a physical copy of it eventually, and I don't need multiples in my collection. But there are times when I don't know if a really great song is going to be on an upcoming album because it hasn't been announced. For example, I do in fact have Just Espresso on CD. I made sure I got my grubby little fingers on this because, I mean, fantastic song. We all know Espresso, we all do. But this song came out, was so popular, and Short and Sweet hadn't been announced yet. This was definitely the push that Short and Sweet needed, and maybe even what made the album possible. But when this was everywhere, we didn't know if we were going to get an album. So I made sure that I had this song on physical media. And this was also before I collected vinyls, so I have it on CD. So my collection consists of songs that I'm not sure if will be on a future album, maybe possibly, but also possibly not, as well as songs and performances I know for a fact will only ever be on this in terms of physical media, and possibly not even on streaming. So I don't have any other 7-inch records in mind. They just kind of appear to me whenever I'm in a record store or I get an artist email and I'm like, you know what? You got me this time. I'll cough up my money for you. So let's go ahead and start sleeving them because I want to protect these guys. Not everyone sleeves their vinyl records. It's definitely by preference. But when I started my collection, I did a little bit of research and I decided that this was something I wanted to do because this just protects the vinyl itself as well as the album. And we'll just make sure that it continues to play well throughout all of the years. I'm going to start off with the 7-inch record that not only began this small but mighty collection, but is also the reason why I wanted to sleeve them in the first place. This is Olivia Rodrigo and Weezer live at Lollapalooza. I love live albums and live performances, so whenever they are made onto physical copies, I'm gonna eat it up. And this one is falling apart at the seams. Not the vinyl itself, but I'm already seeing some wear on the spine over here, and the sleeve that it comes in. These paper sleeves are not the worst that I've seen. I've seen a lot worse ones with my 12-inch LPs, but I don't know how well you can see that, but we've already got a hole going on over here, and I don't love that. So we're gonna put her in here. Beautiful. And then usually with my 12-inch records, I will put the opening on the spine. I'm going to have the opening on the very top. I'm going to put this crappy little piece of paper back inside. You did not do your job very well, but I'm still going to keep you. Look at that, snug as a bug. And then just like all of my other records, I am going to put the vinyl itself behind here to where it's still sticking out. So it's very easy for me to play it. And that's all there is to it. Let's continue with Olivia Rodrigo. This is the newest 7-inch in my collection. This is the collab with David Byrne. So side A is David Byrne's version of Driver's License, and side B is Burning Down the House live at Gov Ball. When this was announced, it seemed like there were going to be some other fun collabs relating to Sour because it just celebrated 5 years. But because we've had the lead up to You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, I feel like it was pushed to the side. So I'm hoping that maybe later this year or next year for 6 years of Sour, they'll stay true to their promise, stay true to their word. But as a fangirl who has been in the fangirl business for many a years, I am used to promises being broken. So I don't think I'm going to hold out too much hope, but I would love to see other artists' versions and renditions of the iconic songs from Sour. 1/3 of the way there. Okay, next up I have The Subway and The Giver by Chappell Roan. I did not think I would get this, and this was kind of a slightly impulsive purchase because I was at a record store, as I am, and it was maybe a week or two after the Black Friday record store day last year when this had come out, and the shop had a lot of them left, and I love The Subway so much. I think it is a fabulous song. It was one of my favorite songs that came out in 2025, you know, in terms of being like actually released, because I think she was performing it in 2024 as well. And because we don't know when we will next get a Chappell Roan album, there's absolutely nothing in the air being whispered about that, at least as far as I know. I was like, you know what? I do think I want to get it because I love The Subway and I enjoy The Giver as well, but The Subway specifically. So I was like, let me go ahead and get my hands on this. And I might try and get my hands on Good Luck Babe, a 7-inch record. I believe they made those. I don't know. When that song came out, I wasn't into vinyls yet. But I love that song a lot. And so it could be that they are on her next album, but we don't know right now. And so that's why I picked this one up. We have now made it to the Laufey Christmas LPs. I love Laufey's Christmas music, her original and covers, so much. They're just so dreamy and beautiful. And I had originally almost purchased these through her website, I think last October or November, because I really wanted my hands on them. I love her Christmas music so much, like I said. And then when I was adding everything to cart, including, I think there's just one 7-inch that I'm currently missing. But when I added it all to my cart, the shipping cost was like $15. Guys, we have lost the plot when it comes to shipping costs. This is also why I rarely ever pre-order albums from an artist store. Like, unless I'm unsure that I will be able to find them in a record store because like they're a smaller band that I like or they're more niche, I'm just going to pull up to the record store release weekend and pick it up there, because I would rather pay the extra few dollars at the record store and support a local business than pay $10 to $15 for shipping. Losing the plot. But it did work out in my favor, because when I went to Cactus Music, one of my favorite indie record stores here in Houston, they had these guys. Did I say when I was there? I was there in February, and they were each $5 off. So originally 18, and then I paid 13 for each of them. So it was a sign. It really, really was. And I have listened to them a couple of times since getting them. I know it's June. I guess July, like Christmas in July is a thing. So maybe I'll listen to it more then. But sometimes you just want like some holly jolly energy, and that's what this is. So let's first sleeve this little soldier boy. This is a Very Leve Holiday, the Christmas Waltz edition, with the Christmas Waltz and Love to Keep Me Warm. I now have a handful of Christmas CDs, but I don't have, I think these are my only Christmas LPs. So maybe I need to get some for this holiday season. Maybe I'll see if I can thrift some. That would be fun. Next up is, are you a Nutcracker? I think he's a Nutcracker, or he's just another soldier. Unsure of at the moment. But this is the Winter Wonderland edition with Winter Wonderland and Christmas Dreaming. Now I'm thinking all about Christmas. It's June. I can't be doing that. The outer sleeves are just like a thicker plastic, just to keep all of the dust out, or in my case, cat hair out. And then the inner sleeves have rice paper that also help with dust and static and just make it sound a lot better. And so then you're not fighting for your life against static trying to get it out just to listen to it. I've been there many a times before. And finally, in the small but mighty 7-inch vinyl record collection, I have the Santa Claus is Coming to Town edition with Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Santa Baby. Last one. Ta-da! Now all of these cutie little guys are protected from cat hair. Yeah, it's everywhere here. It really is. I'm so glad that I was able to find some good sleeves for these guys, and also in a smaller pack, because I still have 19 left in each of these. As for other 7-inch records I would like to get, I mentioned Good Luck Babe. I would also love to get the Olivia Rodrigo, Noah Kahan, Styx Season Lacey LP. It's everywhere on eBay, and it's not like the most ridiculous hiked up price, but I've seen a lot of them that are still like $30 and then shipping on top of that, which is like not my favorite. But this has been so much fun. Just a chatty, casual little video going over one of my smallest physical media collections, but nonetheless beautiful and important. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will link below these sleeves if you guys want to check them out, as well as the Invest in Vinyl sleeves I get for my 12-inch records. I just think it's really important to preserve the sound of these guys, and hey, less scratches, because there's nothing more heartbreaking than getting a new vinyl and opening it up and either there already being a scratch somehow, that's happened to me, or something happens and you scratch it in the future, or you thrift one. Well, I think you kind of have to expect scratches when it comes to thrifted and antiqued vinyl records. There's truly nothing more heartbreaking, especially when the scratch is deep enough you can hear it. It's I can't talk about it anymore. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one.